Hi, I'm Nicole Pro, Sparkle Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today, this video is part of a playlist with Take 5 called Summer Vibes. So we're going to get started here on this little gumball machine cutout, and I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy what I'm doing. First, I'm going to, I want it to look like, your good old-fashioned gumball machine. So I'm going to use red for the body, and then we'll do some other things for the inside and such. So just painting this up, and of course I keep getting red paint all over my fingers. Now I want some of it to be silver. So here's a tip. If you're going to use a metallic paint, do a base coat first. It's going to make that metallic paint show up a lot better. So I've used gray. The actual color is called dark gray. So it's Craftsmart brand. And I'm just putting that layer of gray on there, and then I'm going to dry that up a little bit. I hope you'll stick around and watch each one of the videos in this playlist. All you have to do is click on the link in my description, and it'll show you each video one by one. All right, I'm not exactly sure what to call this. It's just the outline piece. I wanted it to still be red, but a little darker, so I added a little bit of black to the red just to have a contrast of the two colors. I'm drying that up, and we're gonna then go to, see how the difference is there? That makes a big difference to me. Okay, so now I'm going to use my silver paint, which is Deco Art. It is Extreme Sheen Silver. Now, the first little bit that I poured out there, you can see how much different it looks from the second amount that I poured out. It was not shook up enough. So the important thing about using metallic paints is you've got to get it really mixed up well. If you don't, there's going to be still so much of the metallic flakes down at the bottom that you're not going to get a good paint job. So I knew I had to mix it up more when it was too watery. I do put 2 coats of the silver on these pieces, and then we're drying those up as well. All right, so here I'm going to start putting things together, but I realized that I did a little bit of overpainting on the piece there, and so I'm just sanding back some of that red paint. I thought I wanted to use maybe some of that silver around the I don't even know what you want to call it, but the place that holds the gumballs, the supposedly glass part, but it didn't look right. So then I decided maybe to use some white pearl. I did do several coats of the white pearl around there to just bring it out a little bit more. And we'll dry again. I want to take a second just to thank my hosts today from Take 5. That would be Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette and Christy with Funky Junk Inspiration. I appreciate being asked and invited to be a part of this playlist. This part here is where like the gumballs would fall out, and so it needs to be a little darker than the rest just to give it some dimension. I did, after I painted that area black, I did go back over with the silver again because I want it to all look metallic. And then one more coat of that white pearl. I felt like it needed it. I'm putting things together here. I like to use just a gel super glue to put my wood pieces together. You certainly could use some wood glue, but this is what I find to be what I've got on hand and what I find to work for me. So it's all coming together here. Now you'll see I'm using like a little picker tool like you would weed vinyl with, because it's got a little sharp point. And I will go back over, well, that little piece there, it says 25 cents. So I went back over the word or the numbers there to accentuate them a little bit. Putting the silver pieces on now. And I added this. It didn't have it in the kit, but I added a little, half bead at the top on that lid part. Okay, so here we go. This is where I am doing, oh, nope, not quite what I thought I was doing, sorry. So I decided, I debated about what color to paint this background for the glass container part, and it ended up going with sugared peach. All right, so our gumballs are going to be my new glitter colors. I have pineapple, bamboo, coral, and Caribbean. These are all colors in my summer release, and they're all pretty much in the family of tropical colors, summer colors. My inspiration was, vacation time or just being somewhere other than Indiana, where I'm from. I'm painting a base color on two of each of the gumballs. You want to make sure that when you're using a glitter that you do have a base coat, because it's going to help it to be a fuller color, if that makes sense. So there, we've got all of those painted, and I'm going to go now and start glittering. I used for my adhesive decoupage varnish by Pentart. You could certainly use Mod Podge or any type of glue that you've got. So here we are with the Caribbean. I love this color. Look at that. There's even little flakes of some teal in there that makes it really look like the water in the Caribbean. And I'm just using like a piece of film there to catch my glitter so I can pour it back in. The pineapple is a beautiful yellow color. It's got some iridescent in it as well. And then the coral is just a really pretty coral color, also with iridescence. If you can't tell, I like the iridescence. I think there's, I like to add iridescence into my mixes because it just makes it so beautiful. Now, you'll notice that the green that I painted on there is quite a bit lighter than the green that's in the bamboo color, but it comes out really well. It gives it a little bit of interest there. Okay, so we've got to get the back part on this gumball machine. So I'm doing that now that it has dried. And we'll just start placing our gumball pieces in here. So if you have interest in my glitters, you can find those on my website, NicolePros.com. And I've got a lot there. This is just the most recent color option that I had. I think it's adorable. This is so cute. So I did go back and do a little bit of sanding and a little bit of inking. I don't think I did the sanding on the video, but the inking, here we go. I'm just trying to make it look a little more vintage, maybe. I don't know. It just got a little more interest. So here are the colors up close, and here's my project. If you like what I've done today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.